Hi everyone, I'm Mom Sandra. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, Ben's not with me. I just dropped him off at his place. I brought him to the clinic today, and I thought I would just share as a loved one of someone who loves somebody with a substance use disorder. Lately I feel I've just been sharing what's been going on and giving updates, and I'm going to do the same thing today. It's been a very interesting week, and it has been challenging, and I'm just going to share what it's been like, and what I do when I have to deal with these circumstances. As we all know, and I've talked about this in past videos, addiction is a family disease. It doesn't just affect the addict, it affects anybody that loves them. So as a mom of an addict, I thought I'd share a typical week. Well, this week is the kind of typical because lately I haven't been hearing from Ben the same as I used to. So this week, I went days without hearing from Ben and not knowing where he was at or whether he was alive. And if you watched my last video, I talked about how I found him unresponsive. And I say to Ben, that was my rock bottom. And it was my rock bottom in that it really brought to the surface the reality that addiction can be fatal. And I don't know where Ben is at when I don't hear from him. And it's tough. And I finally heard from him yesterday, Thursday, and he was going through major withdrawals because he wasn't getting his methadone. And, I don't hear from him all week. And then when I actually hear from him, I'm very grateful and thankful, that I know he's alive and all is well. But then the conversation is all about him wanting to die, how sick he feels, etc., etc. And, that conversation yesterday went a little like this. He said, "You have no idea what I'm going through." And I'm like, "You're right. I have no idea what you're going through." Just like he has no idea what I'm going through. And I basically said to him, I said, "I don't hear from you all week. And then when I finally hear from him, I hear he wants to kill himself because he's withdrawing so bad." And I said, "What am I supposed to do with that?" So, what do I do with that? During the week when I wasn't hearing from Ben, the way I dealt with it is, first of all, I knew I had to take care of my mental health and my sanity. And it is so easy to get in your head and think, oh my God, think the worst. And then it just starts escalating in your brain. I work towards not having that escalation and my thoughts and my worries and my concerns take a hold of me. What I do is I work on being in the moment, knowing that all is good. I believe that no news is good news. I believe that I have no control over what Ben is doing. And so I really let go and let God. Whatever Ben is doing, there's nothing I could prevent. There is absolutely nothing I can do. I say the serenity prayer over and over. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. The courage to change the things I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Wisdom to know the difference. Wisdom to know the difference. That is a big one for me. So when I am sitting and I am in the moment, I really take a look at what's going on and what I can control. This is how I get through a week of not hearing from my son. The wisdom to know the difference. I know that Ben is living his life the way he chooses to live his life. and there is absolutely nothing I can do. What I can do is tell him that I love him. Every time I see him, every time I speak to him, the last thing I say is that I love you, Ben. And I am there for you if you want help, if you want recovery, if you want change. Right now, Ben is in a state where he is feeling overwhelmed. He says things are just getting worse. And it's like, I feel you. I see it. The thing is, I've heard this before. It's getting worse. I heard it last month. It's getting worse. I said, I see the pattern. And, I could only plant seeds and let him know I'm there. And also let him know that you're telling me it's getting worse. And next month, it may be even more worse. Does that make sense? If he doesn't make change. I say this, I'm living my best life. I am really working on doing me. But I need you to know, if there are loved ones out there, I know the challenges. I know how difficult it is. But we also have choices. We can choose. I could choose to get in my head and think the worst. And when I don't hear from Ben, just drive myself batty. And, or I could just continue living my life the best way I can, knowing I've done everything I can to help Ben without enabling, keeping my boundaries. The usual. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is an ongoing thing. And I just draw strength from my higher power. I work my program, and I truly believe I am doing the best I can. And because I believe I am doing the best I can, that is what keeps me sane. And, I hate saying this, but if something was to happen, I know that I can't prevent anything from happening. I really can't. I think about what I can do. Well, can I lock him up? But anyway, I'm digressing. I just want you to know that if you are a loved one, I feel you. You are not alone. There are supports. Again, I will link up the supports below. I will also link up my video from last week in case you didn't see it, because that was my rock bottom. Because in that moment or two, when Ben was unresponsive, I really thought that was it. And it is gut-wrenching. I know what it feels like for those minutes. I was grateful when he came through. I'm glad he's alive. And where there is breath, there is hope. Thank you all for watching and all your support. Be well, be safe, be smart. Until next week, take care, everyone. Where there is breath, there is hope.